What's up, everybody? This is Monty, aka All Out, back at it again after a 9-month or so sabbatical for making videos on this channel because I was focusing on Sugar Bombed and this, that, and the third. But now that that shit's kind of slowing down, I really want to get back to making videos on this channel. And by videos, I mean, low effort, just me ranting and raving incoherently into a mic with a still image in the background. No video editing whatsoever involved because I fucking despise that shit. It makes me want to fucking jump off a cliff. So there won't be any of that. I mean, it's minimalism. Learn it, love it, that sort of thing. But this is the first episode of what I'm gonna call All Out Rants, and I just want to fucking obliterate this dumbass New Vegas 2 rumor, leak, whatever you want to fucking call it. It's really not a rumor because it's just fake news. It's not a leak, it's just fake news. This dumbass frag hero, apparently they have a kind of big following for some reason. I guess people just like to satiate their wild fantasies about video games, and they like fucking with people. But this shit got shared way too many times, and all these dudes had to talk about it. And my buddy Jason Schreier at Kotaku even wrote an article about it. I'm never one to cite a Kotaku article, much less one by Jason Schreier, however the fuck you say his name, Schreier, I don't know. But he was just kind of Captain Obvious with this, pointing out all their inconsistencies about they said they leaked Red Dead Redemption 2, but they just went back and edited what they said, and same with other games, and they said some bullshit about Elder Scrolls 6 and GTA 6 and all the big games that generate clicks and whatever. So I guess props to him on pointing out the obvious. I mean, if I really wanted to spend that much time picking apart this bullshit rumor, I could have done that. But I just kind of want to rant about it and just point out how dumb it is, and that how anyone who would believe this at all is fucking retarded. I mean, first off, it's coming from this. They said they have a what they say exactly. Let me read this. They said our insider source is back with some new information. What insider source? Like, what is this source an insider of? Bethesda, Obsidian, ZeniMax? I mean, like if they were gonna try and lend some credibility to this, at least they could have said he's a Bethesda insider, ZeniMax insider, Obsidian insider, whatever. But he's just an insider source. So apparently this insider source knows, everything about every Rockstar game, every Bethesda game, every secret in the whole gaming industry. It's trust me, folks, it's not that simple. I've been in this community now, almost 3 years maybe. I know people who are close to Bethesda, I guess, and everything, but there's no such thing there's no such thing as like an insider source that'll tell you everything and all this shit and this, that, and the third, and when they're gonna announce the game and everything. It just doesn't happen. I mean, I got some sources that tell me things here and there, but it's nothing like this. It doesn't come in a nice package like this. You got to put things together, you got to put the pieces together, and you can't say anything because then these people won't talk to you. People don't want to leak this shit because then they'll get in trouble. Bethesda or whatever, they'll find out who it is. It's not that difficult to spot a mole or whatever. So it's just really stupid, the whole thing. I mean, the whole article is just full of dumbassery and gullible people trying to catch him. They said that Obsidian's been hinting this for a while. No, they haven't. All they've done is constantly deny it every time one of these dumbass rumors pops up every fucking third Tuesday of the month or whatever. And all the people that work there now said this isn't going to happen. I mean, they said they'd like to work on another Fallout game, but there's just so many reasons why it won't happen. Obsidian is in not good straits right now. I wouldn't say dire, but they're not doing good right now. They, just read my interviews with Chris Avallone. I mean, that perfectly illustrates it. The management's bad. They don't have much money, according to the head of the studio, Fergus, however you say his name. They're kind of hoping to get bought out. Right now, they're kind of in, limbo. They're crowdfunding some games because, they don't have major publishing support right now for whatever reason, which is kind of bullshit because they make great games. But, you know, for all those reasons and all the shit about, you know, them and Bethesda, I mean, I'm not going to get into that too much because that's been done to death by people in this community, including myself before. But, I mean, basically, if you're holding your breath, oh, there's a bug on here. If you're holding your breath for Obsidian Fallout, I mean, it's probably not going to happen. But even if an Obsidian Fallout is happening, let's say, there's no fucking way in hell it would be called New Vegas 2. Like, that is just so dumb for so many reasons. I mean, let me just run off a list here. First off, New Vegas wasn't even the place they wanted to set New Vegas in the first place. The first place that they wanted to set it in, it got denied, and Bethesda ZeniMax said, why don't you set it in Vegas? And then they did it there because they didn't really have much of a choice, I guess. I'm not sure what the first place was they originally wanted to do it. I don't think that's ever been released due to confidentiality agreements and such. But considering that, and that, you know, Chris Avellone himself said that he didn't like the setting in New Vegas. I mean, I know he doesn't work at Obsidian anymore, but I'm sure he's not the only person there that had that opinion. So if New Vegas wasn't even the first place they wanted to set the game, and a lot of the people in the studio didn't even like the setting, why in the fuck would they set another game there? Like, they'd probably have to fucking tie these developers up and strap them into their computers and not let them leave and do some, you know, Konami type shit to get them to make another New Vegas. I mean, it's just, you know, it's not a setting that is so, you know, crazy that you could set multiple games there. I mean, they did the thing and that's it. You know, there's so many more places they can set a Fallout game. Why would anyone even want them to make a second New Vegas? I mean, I can understand wanting a remaster, but why the fuck would you want another New Vegas anyhow? Like how dumb do you have to be to think they're gonna make a New Vegas 2? Like, the people who spread this bullshit, fake news, are dumb, and they deserve to be called out, but so do the people that believe this shit and share it on Facebook and fucking tag me in it and tag Maddie in it and all that jazz. Like, you're fucking dumb as hell too to believe this for one fucking second. I mean, and all these people, they gotta cover it, all these organizations and YouTubers like Maddie, they gotta cover this shit and talk about it. Like, it probably shouldn't even be talked about, because then you're giving Frag Hero, or whatever they want to be called, I don't want to say an offensive term I could use for them, but you can probably imagine what I'm thinking. It just gives them the attention that they want. That's all they want. They want attention, they want clicks. That's why all the fake shit they push, it's centered around Fallout and GTA and Elder Scrolls 6, you know, because that's what generates clicks. You know, that's how it works. So it probably shouldn't even be talked about, but I just like making fun of the shit, and, you know, I'm not sitting here like Jason Schreier typing out all this, pointing out all the inconsistencies. Like that's kind of patronizing, to be honest, because, like, you should be able to, if you know anything about Bethesda and anything about Fallout, you should be able to figure that out. I mean, I guess there's some people who don't, and, you know, but still, like, if you did any sort of research whatsoever, you could easily tell this is 100% fake. And, you know, and what's worse, what's even worse than people believing this is these news organizations, I use that term lightly. Journalists, I use that term lightly too, in gaming. It just shows the shitty state of gaming journalism when you got fucking outlets also pushing this shit. Like, I mean, it's just, come on, man. Like, a good example is a couple weeks ago, or a few weeks ago, I don't remember. It's every few weeks or something about a new Fallout game by Obsidian. New rumor, leak, whatever. And this company, this publication, whatever, website, I don't know, Game Rant, they published an article saying, oh, is Fallout New Vegas happening, or a new Obsidian Fallout happening, because of the tweets Obsidian sent out about, that were obviously not teasing Fallout, they were teasing Pillars of Eternity 2. And they had the whole Vault Boy picture there, and, you know, everything. I mean, if you did any research whatsoever, you could easily tell that's not gonna be a tease for a Fallout game. I mean, if you know anything about Fallout, or even Pillars of Eternity or anything, you know that's not a Fallout game. And yet all these fucking fake news outlets, these wannabe journalists who don't care about their work, because every time I call them out, they have no defense. They don't try and defend their work because they know it's shit. They fucking push this shit that people like Frag Hero make. And that's part of how they get so many clicks and how they stay afloat. You know, because creating this fake news, especially fake gaming news, it's not illegal. They can't be like punished for it, really, unless it was, you know, something about a specific person. They sue them for defamation, I guess. But this is how they stay afloat, because people push this shit and they talk about it and people click on it, and the cycle just repeats because people just keep falling into the trap over and over. I mean, that's why I won't be linking this anywhere for anyone to see. I mean, it's just, you know, I'm not gonna play into their hand. You know, like, you should be smart enough not to play into their hand. I mean, they want news organizations to think, oh, well, could this be true? Obviously, it's not true. So it just shows how shitty games journalism is, man. Just do some fucking research. Do any sort of research whatsoever. You know, you can say that, oh, well, the consumers, they don't, you know, they're not going to do research, whatever. But if you want to be a journalist, man, do your fucking research. Like, have basic knowledge of major game franchises and what major developers are up to. It's really not that difficult. I do it, and I'm not getting paid. You know, it's just as simple as just, you know, going on Twitter and keeping up with this shit, man. It's just so pathetic. But getting off that topic, because I mean that's really another topic. But this is kind of a stream of consciousness, man. So I'll probably have another video about. Let me move this mic closer to me. I'll probably have another video about the shitty city games journalism itself, that I'll pick apart all these people like Game Rant and the Digital Times and iDigital Spies of the world in another video. But let me just continue with talking Fallout spinoff. I mean, I think a Fallout spinoff will happen within the next couple years or so, but it won't be by Obsidian. And, you know, it's just kind of common sense to think that there will be one, because they're not going to just let the Fallout brand and shit just sit dormant for years. You know, they're going to do something, whether it's an MMO, which is probably the most likely thing, or, you know, my dark horse pick, a Telltale game set with the Fallout universe, set within the Fallout universe, or something, you know, completely different. I don't know. I mean, there'll probably be some mobile games too, but they'll probably want to do something big to keep, you know, the real hype going. But, you know, I doubt there will be Obsidian Fallout anytime soon, man. They're working on a bunch of different shit, crowdfunding. They're a mess, you know. But Bethesda's got to do something with the IP. I mean, I got some sources that have told me things, but it's not that. It's not that whatsoever. It's just common sense. You'll know there's gonna be a Fallout spinoff eventually. Who knows when it'll come? Who knows what it'll be? But there will be a Fallout spinoff. I will guarantee it. Now, if it's fucking New Vegas 2, if there is a New Vegas 2, or even just an Obsidian Fallout announced at E3 like they said in this bullshit article, I would fucking print that shit out and eat it. On camera. I know no one see my face, but I would do it for that. But, and the article also said that they'll have tangible evidence coming in the next couple days. Well, that was 4 days ago now. They don't have nothing. They're full of shit. You know, please don't believe them. It's really sad if you do. You know, don't fall into their trap. But yeah, this has been the first episode of my stream of consciousness all out rant thing, whatever. I hope you found this enlightening, or if you didn't, then, you know, fuck off. I don't really care. I'm not doing this for, you know, approval. I'm just doing it to get my message out there, I guess. You know, fucking just rant about shit, because I need to rant to someone or something about it. It makes my blood boil when people are this fucking stupid, you know. So keep a lookout for future rants by me. If you're interested, subscribe, and go check out the Sugar Mom channel too. I'll probably post this there too, and there'll be new content there too soon. But some other things that's going on in my world right now. I'm playing Resident Evil 7. It's scary as fuck. It has a great atmosphere. It'll probably be a Game of the Year contender. I mean, it won't win, but it'll be up there. I also bought a Yakuza 0. I've been wanting to play Yakuza for a long time. I mean, it's kind of like GTA Japan, except with a much smaller open world, and you know, there's no English actors, so that kind of sucks for me. But some people prefer that for some reason. I don't really know why. I can't get into it that much if it's not English. I mean, the writing's still great because, you know, you can still read the shit and tell if it's good writing or not. So, I mean, yeah, I would suggest picking up one of those games if you're looking for something to play. Also, I'm, you know, still working on this mod called Realm of Dusk. Go check it out at Fallout 4 Rod or FO4 ROD on Twitter or on Bethesda.net or Facebook, whatever. I've been helping with that for quite a few months now, doing some writing. It's coming together. It'll probably be done May, June, July at the latest, probably completely. You can play the work in progress now. But yeah. So thanks for listening. If you're still listening, I doubt anyone's still listening to me ramble on this long. I mean, for fuck's sake, this is like almost 16 minutes now. But I just wanted to get something out there, and you know, I'll try and refine my rants a little bit, I guess, in the next few episodes. But this is just me being me, so I'll see you next time. And don't get suckered into any fake news while I'm gone. You hear me? Don't fall into this trap, and don't believe Kotaku either. You know, all their bullshit. Don't fucking pay no mind to Kotaku, even if they got these leaks that are legit. You know, just fuck them. Don't give them attention either. You know, games journalism is a fucking mess, man. I'm trying to drain the swamp in games journalism. I hope you'll help me with it, because I might need a lot of help. There's a lot of problems with games journalism. A lot of bad people in it. I'd love to talk to the creator of this Frag Hero site, because he's probably a real upstanding guy. And maybe Jason Schreier will unblock me someday, but that remains to be seen. So for now, this is a goodbye.